Hello everyone. Today we're working on Module 2, Lesson 12. And this lesson is really a review of everything we've done this week. We will be reasoning about the product of a whole number with a decimal with hundreds, and we're going to use place value and estimation to help us make sure that we have that decimal point in the right place. All right, we're going to start off by multiplying 2 and 31 hundredths by 22. And I'm going to estimate to the greatest place in order to find, I'm going to round to the greatest place in order to find my estimate. So that would be 2 times 20, which of course is 40. And that's going to help me remember later where to place my decimal. Now we have talked about a couple different strategies this week. One is to relabel the number as 231 hundredths, or I could just forget about the decimal, do the multiplication, go back and put my decimal in later using my estimate to help me figure it out. And that's the strategy that I'm going to use tonight. If you've been using the area model, I would love it if you would just imagine the area model and try to use the standard algorithm to get the answer, and then go back and use your area model to check it. Check your partial products and your answer, and then try to figure out where are you having a problem with the standard algorithm. What is the area model showing you that you're forgetting to do in your standard algorithm? So I'm going to just pretend like that decimal is not there, and I'm going to multiply 231 times 22. And this is going to be relatively easy because I have the same digit in the ones and the tens place. So I only have to think about what equals what one time. Let me show you. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times 231 is 462. Now I know that 20 is 10 times 2, so when I take 20 times that number, I'm just going to get 4,620. It'll be 10 times greater than when I multiplied 2 times 231. Now I'm going to add my two partial products. 2 plus 0 is 2, 6 plus 2 is 8, and 4 plus 6 is 10. I'm going to carry that 10 over and add it on to the 4 I have up there. Whoops, I have to add it on. There. And that makes 5, of course. So my answer is 5,082. Now I'm going to look over here at my estimate and say, am I close? Is that a reasonable product? And well, what do you know? It's not, because my estimate was 40 and I've got 5,082. So now is the point where I go, oh yeah, it was 231 tenths, not 231. 231 hundredths, not 231. That means that this product that I got is 100 times too big, and I need to divide it by 100. And that's really easy because that just means that I shift all of my digits to the right two places. I'm thinking back to a place value chart now. I'm imagining that, and I'm imagining shifting all my digits to the right two places, because that's what happens when we divide by a 10 or 100 or 1,000. And so that means that instead of being over here, my decimal point is going to be over here. So my answer will be 50 and 82 hundredths. Now I'm going to check my estimate one more time, and that is certainly reasonable, much more reasonable than 5,082, much more reasonable than 5 and 82 thousandths would be. Now you are going to have 3 different problems to solve. And here's the first one. 2 and 31 hundredths times 221. So use the strategy that works best for you. Please try to use the standard algorithm and only use the area model to check yourself. and do your best. Then put the answer on the Edpuzzle quiz. And here is our next quiz problem. 2 31/100 times 201. Don't forget to do your estimate first to make sure that you have your digits in the right place. And if you did not make an estimate for the last one, I forgot to remind you, perhaps you should go back and make an estimate to double check your answer. So do your best, and then there's one more problem after this one. Okay, here's our last problem, and this is a challenge problem because it actually leads into our next topic. We're going to be multiplying by a number less than 1. That 98/100 is actually less than 1. It's very interesting to see what happens when we do that. But you can still use any of the strategies that we worked on this week to make it happen. Please make sure that you make an estimate first, so that you can check your final answer against the estimate. And good luck. I will not see you in class tomorrow. I'll see you next week, and I hope all is going well.